Step 3 of the anti-slice system is the takeaway and the impact that has on the club face. Now, let me show you how I'm going to use this magnetic face alignment device that we'll actually use on a club to help you understand. So, I'm going to place this on top of my club so you can see it's now attached to it. Now, effectively what this will help show you is what the club face is doing throughout the takeaway, and it'll help you to understand what we're after when we talk about trying to create a takeaway that helps you to draw the ball rather than slice it. So let me demonstrate. Now, what most people will tend to do when they slice the ball, if I'm setting up square here, they'll take the club away, and what they'll do is they'll open the club face on the takeaway, and if you see, this is now pointing straight up into the air. So the very common takeaway is inside, opens the club face up. Now, the problem you've got when you've now opened that club face, let's say that club face is now opened up, literally say 180 degrees, you now have to somehow get to square that club face up and close that club face an excessive amount to get it back to square, never mind close it to try and get a draw. So how can we prevent that, and what can we do to actually encourage a draw rather than the slice? So what we would like to see is when you take the club away, is to take the club back where you feel like it's more shut at this point. So when you take the club away, you're looking to get the club more shut. You'll see now this is pointing more towards the ground or towards the ball. Remember, this is what most people do. They fan it open. The club face is now pointing way up to the sky. They've got a load of extra work now to try and close it. Whereas if I take the club back more shut, I now don't have to do that much to now close the club face and release the club and get more of that draw shape. So remember, don't fan the club face open, point it up. Get the club face going back nice and shut and square to that point. That is going to help you to actually really encourage the shape, the draw that we're after. So I promise you, and by all means, to work with this at home, use some blue tack, stick some blue tack on here, stick a pencil in the blue tack, and you can use this to help you understand the club face position and the takeaway as well. Okay, so that's step number 3 of the anti-slice system, which is the takeaway. Keep it shut back, don't let it fan open and go inside.